You might be a guy, or you have a woman's soul inside of you, and that's how it happened. What happened was your soul was supposed to go into another mom during pregnancy or during birth, and your soul was traveling down, and it was beelined. It was derailed. And so here you are, you're a woman's soul, and you're traveling down, you're heading down, and you're supposed to go into this mom that supposed to have a daughter. And then all of a sudden, something goes wrong. Something happens with that mom. There's some kind of complication. Maybe the mom had a big blood draw and then the baby dies. And there's a miscarriage. So now, God's like, holy crap, what do we do? And then your soul's down here. And your soul was supposed to go into this mom with a daughter. And you're a female or you're a male soul. And your male soul was supposed to go into, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's beeline. So now you're a woman's soul in a boy, in another womb, in a mom, because in that moment, in that area, the soul came down. The soul didn't have the capacity, and Spirit of Compassion always told me this, didn't have the capacity to travel all around the planet looking for, so it had to go to the nearest, because it's about strength and vitality of the soul in the moment coming down. And that soul, then woman's soul ends up in a man's body. That happens too. There's no science based about it. Spirit of Compassion has always told me this. Same can go with a male soul that's heading down and something tragic happens, and maybe the mom got a medical treatment and the baby dies in the womb. And now you got this man's soul all of a sudden beelining, and God's like, oh my God. God's saying, oh my God. I just think that's funny, that part. God says, oh my God. And then that soul's looking now and ends up in a mom and in her daughter, right? And now the daughter has a man's soul in her. Do you see how it works? This happens all the time. I just think that people don't get that and people don't understand that, because there's so much bullshit about so many things out there. But these are things that happen. You can't measure it, can't explain it. Spirit of Compassion has always told me that things happen when women are pregnant and miscarriages occur because of medical treatments or because of a blood draw. Blood draw creates so many miscarriages. So when a blood draw goes wrong, because it does all the time, too much blood, baby dies, then you have the soul that was coming down to the baby in the first trimester, was heading down, and it was this female soul, and it was supposed to go into a female baby. The female baby dies in the first trimester, and then the soul gets beelined because the soul can't make the trip back. The soul was meant to come in there, and it goes right into another mom, and that mom could be having a baby boy now with a female soul. No, I know that was really alarming information, but it doesn't mean that when a soul was beelined into another body that there was another soul there and it kicked that soul out. That other soul didn't come there yet. You have to know that it's still meant to be no matter what. It's still meant to be. And the timing is still meant to be, and it's supposed to happen, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's supposed to happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but it just happens because down here on planet Earth, there's a lot of, terrible things that occur, and it's not, you have to understand something, it's not God making a mistake. That's not how it works. It's about free will, and it's about mistakes here on planet Earth. It's about a mom not being educated enough and using her free will enough to say, don't take so much blood while I'm pregnant. That's not God making a mistake. The devil, if you want to say. It's like the devil, if you will, getting in the way down here and making a mom get 12 vials of blood extracted from her while she's pregnant in her first trimester. It is sickening. Sickening. That's dark. Let's bloodlet mom so that a baby can't stand a chance. A fetus can't stand a chance. Do you guys understand what this is? Like what that is? That's not God. God's doing God's job.